welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for this week's Smackdown Live, and I am pretty excited for this show because we will be seeing Goldberg. I think that's a big legend that we've not seen for a long time. Not like The Undertaker that you tend to see at least once or twice a year. We've not seen Goldberg now for a couple of years. And before that, even longer. So it's going to be cool to see Goldberg, see what he's got to say. Obviously, his entrance and the way that he comes out to the ring as well. I should imagine they'll make a big deal of that. He always has a fun entrance. So looking forward to that. There's rumours that we might be getting Undertaker on this show as well. It could be that Goldberg is talking and then the lights go out. And when they come back on, Undertaker is right there in his face. We could be getting something along those lines. So, very excited to see what they do with Goldberg. This is his first time ever on SmackDown Live, which is incredible. First time ever on SmackDown Live. So, I am looking forward to that. Kind of interested to see what they do with Bayley and Alexa Bliss. It feels like Alexa is now becoming a face. So, kind of interested to see what happens with the chat between them two. I honestly think we could get Bayley and Alexa versus two people tonight. Maybe the Iconics or something. I'm not sure. I know that Alexa, I don't know if she's cleared to compete or not. I kind of feel like last night was a statement that she is cleared to compete because as soon as she got pushed into the coffee, she got into the ring and started unloading. Like basement drop kick, I remember. I think there was a couple of kicks in there as well. So I'm just wondering if that was a sign that she is now back and able to compete. If so, then we could see her in action tonight. So I think there's a few intriguing things. Obviously, this is a shorter show as well. It's not 3 hours long. It's only 2. I think normally SmackDown delivers, whereas Raw maybe is very inconsistent, and I think that's the kindest way of putting it, very inconsistent. But how great was the Firefly Funhouse? How amazing was that? So we will be seeing that again tonight. Obviously nothing new, but still absolutely brilliant. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hello Yee WWE, Cassidy Love, Praneel, Shannon, Avon, Harsh Prathai, Ryan, Marcus, Aaron, Tall Paul 2000s Gaming Channel, Quack Gaming. Hello to everyone that is here. Hey Days, I wouldn't say Alexa becoming face. She will screw Nikki over. It's a really good point, but until that happens, I think she's being presented as a face. I think she's showing tendencies of being a face, like she's kind of striking up a nice friendship with Nikki Cross, and I absolutely agree that they probably will turn on each other, or Alexa will turn on Nikki. Imagine if it's Nikki that turns on Alexa. That would be weird, but that might be different, might be fun. So yeah, I totally agree that something's going to happen there, but at the moment, Alexa seems to be sugar and spice and all things nice. Much love from Saudi Arabia. Oh, very cool. Do the Muscle Man dance. Oh, I can't quite remember it. What was it? It was like pull up your pants, wasn't it? It was pull up your pants. Do the Muscle Man dance. Yeah, it was all this kind of stuff. Pull up your pants. Do the Muscle Man dance. That was a lot of fun, man. Really enjoyed it. What is your most anticipated Super Showdown match? I gotta be honest, I don't think the card is that great for Super Showdown. I think the match I'm probably most looking forward to, believe it or not, is the Battle Royal. And the reason I say that is because I want to know if there's any surprises. I want to see a ring that's got 50 wrestlers in it as well. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And I know it's going to be full of, like, lower card talent, which, you know, is fine. I think some of that lower card talent is very talented. And it'd be nice to see some of them. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there was some like NXT UK 205 Live, maybe the odd person we don't know. Obviously, last time we had Baba Tunde, who is this absolute monster down in NXT, who we still haven't seen on a regular basis. Maybe Baba Tunde is going to be involved again. I'm honestly not sure. So that's probably the match I'm looking forward to the most, just because I don't know what to expect. Days has more muscles than I ever will have. Oh, you. Oh, you. If R-Truth is in the Battle Royal, everyone will go after him. That's a good point. I mean, what I struggle with in regards to R-Truth, and I do love R-Truth, and I do think the way they're using this 24/7 championship is good, but where I'm struggling is, why was he at Raw? Like, he's a SmackDown superstar. He doesn't need to be at Raw. They've never said, if you're the champion, you have to be at Raw. Because NXT UK talent can win, NXT talent can win. He's not going to those shows as well, is he? Like, surely it's up for them superstars to find him. So I'm really struggling as to why was he even under the ring. Yes, it was fun how they pulled him out and he's like this. I know it's like not the most serious title in the world, but I don't get it. I don't understand why he was at Raw at all. Right, we got a couple of super chats. So let me get to those. Let me read out Jason Brown first, because he is still on screen. Bray should let me in a happy way. I don't know if you want to let Bray in, mate. If you let Bray in, you're letting the Fiend in as well. So, could be risky. You could be running a risk there. Mr. Perfect should be in the Battle Royal. Might be a slight issue with that. Might be a slight problem. You might want to just have a think about why we might not have seen Mr. Perfect in WWE recently. Big Dog, hopefully tonight isn't a filler show. Well, look, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's going to be a classic. I'm not predicting a classic, but I think there's enough in this with the fact that we've got Goldberg on the show. The fact that I'm hearing rumours Undertaker is going to be on the show. There's enough in it to keep me interested, and do you know what? That'll do for now. And also, whilst I'm on the subject, we will be live streaming Super Showdown this Friday. It's Friday, isn't it? I was going to say this weekend, but it's actually Friday, which is still kind of the weekend, but you know what I mean. Weird day, but it's on Friday, and we will be live streaming. So if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe and make sure that you join us for that. Anna Dawes says 4 hours of Raw last night and less than 45 minutes of wrestling. What are my thoughts? Do you know what? I don't have a problem with that. And the reason I say I don't have a problem with that is because I think the matches that you do see should be important. I think the wrestling should be good. And honestly, we were getting a lot of short matches that didn't have great wrestling. I think there was a lot of people just phoning it in. Like, I don't have a problem with them only giving us a few matches, as long as those matches are fantastic. And in all fairness, Cesaro versus Ricochet was brilliant, was enjoyable. Kind of felt like I needed a little more, maybe. But honestly, I feel like what with Raw, SmackDown, NXT, pay-per-views, I don't think you need wall-to-wall wrestling. I'm okay with them cutting back on the wrestling. I think there's a balancing act, and maybe it's not quite right yet. I do agree with that. Maybe there needs to be a little bit more, but I actually feel like there's a bigger talking point here, and that isn't the amount of wrestling. It's what they do with the time where they're not wrestling. So if you're not wrestling, I don't want to see an opener like we saw yesterday. So Roman came out, then you get Shane. Shane says, we're going to have a match. Drew comes out. Drew says, let's not wait for that match. We're going to attack you now. They then head to the ring. Revival attack. Then you have the Usos come out. Then we get a match that was announced in advance anyway. Right? I mean, there's no surprise here. This match was announced in advance. People knew this match was happening. It was just so flat, so fake, so unimaginative, uncreative. If you think you can have a blank piece of paper, you can do anything. Think about all the superstars you've got at your disposal, right? You can do anything, and that's the best that we can come up with. This just bickering. That might be the perfect word for it. Bickering. It's just like, I'm going to beat you up. No, well, why don't you come out here and try? Oh, I don't need to. I'm going to wait till Friday. No, let's do it now. No. Oh, God, give me something creative. Give me something I wasn't expecting. Surprise me. Give me something. And if you can't do those things, right? If you can't surprise us, if you can't entertain us, then give us some backstories. Tell me some interesting facts about a character I didn't know. Where's Mojo Rawley come from? What's he doing at the moment? Why is he so angry with himself? Like, what does he want to achieve? What's his background? Does he feel like he's let someone down? Has he got a family? Does he live on his own? Just give me something. Just give me something. Instead, you had that as the opening segment. Then you had Seth on that Miz TV. And honestly, that was painful because it's Brock teasing that he's going to cash in and then he doesn't. And then, like, that's it, the end of the segment. Even the United States thing was really weird. Like, you had Rey Mysterio come out and you're just waiting for Rey Mysterio to say that he was going to make the title vacant or he was going to award it to his son or there's going to be a battle royal or something. And after like 10 minutes of talking back and forth, Samoa Joe coming out, he goes, I'm here to hand the title. Yeah. To, yeah, who? Samoa Joe. There you go, Samoa Joe. And that's it. It's like, what? What's happening? Why have you just teased us throughout that whole segment that something's happening, something's coming, we're building towards, oh no, he's just giving it to Samoa Joe. I don't understand. I gotta be honest, look, I don't want to be like negative and I don't want to like make out that WWE's a disaster and all this kind of stuff because I did think there was some good stuff on the show as well. It wasn't a great show, but I thought there was some decent stuff, mainly the Firefly Funhouse. But there's so much void of creativity. There's just this, it's just filler. You're absolutely right. Big Dog, I think it was, that made that comment. You just hope that you're not going to get filler. And honestly, I don't know why you should expect anything else at this stage. They seem to be playing catch-up, don't they? And I don't know why. It's as if they've mapped it all out, and then Vince has changed his mind, and now they just don't know where they're going. And it's just like, okay, well, we've got to get from here to there, and we knew how to do it, but now Vince has taken us this way, so now how do we get from here to there? Well, but hang on, no, because now Vince has took us over here, so we can't get there anymore. We need to abandon that. We need to find a new destination. So now we're here. Let's go there. Right? Oh, no, now we've gone off down here. That just seemed constantly to be not going where it wants to be going. So it's as if, like, imagine a train, right? A train on the tracks, and you're going down the tracks, and then you've got little cheeky Vince McMahon who keeps running up, pulling levers, sending the train off in different directions. And, like, the train driver's like, okay, I really needed to get that right. Okay, hello, Houston, we've got a problem, right? I need to get over there, but there's some kid that keeps pulling levers. And you got Vince McMahon going, woo, yeah, woo, woo. And the train's like, oh, my God. And then all the passengers are getting sick. But now you've got this bullet train called AEW. And everyone's like, I wish I was on that. That looks good, doesn't it? I mean, at least WWE have got their own bullet train called NXT. So, do you know what I mean? At least they're still in the race. Days, why do they not have a sheep puppet character to represent Rowan. Well, there could be some representation of Rowan and Harper on the way. We are seeing elements of Bray's past, and so that is a big part of it. Braun Strowman as well was part of the Wyatt family, wore a black sheep mask. You might remember that Bray actually in the picnic episode sat down and had a sheep, a cuddly sheep doll, like soft toy thing, and there was a lot of people saying that was the representation of Rowan. It felt like a bit of a stretch for me to kind of go with that, so that's why I didn't include it in a video. Also, I do want to take a second just say I didn't include anything about Tim and Eric. I don't know who Tim and Eric are, but I've seen a lot of people talking about Tim and Eric, and I don't know nothing about them, so I really can't comment. Other than a lot of people seem to think that the Muscle Man dance segment was very similar to Tim and Eric or whoever they are. But hey ho. Did you catch NXT TakeOver? Street Profits had a similar attire as Cody Rhodes. That's fun. I'm just trying to think back. I remember them having white and gold, and my take on that is that it's a coincidence. I feel like gold is a colour that you would kind of have at that kind of a big show. You know, gold is a pretty standard colour for that. White, I don't know. I mean, could they have wore black and gold? Yes. But those are the NXT colours, so they've wore white and gold, and now you're saying people think it's some kind of connection to Cody. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. I think you can look a little bit too deep sometimes and try to find similarities. I've certainly not heard any rumours that Street Profits want to leave or anything along those lines. I think they're being treated quite well, actually. Obviously, they've just won the titles, and I think they've been treated as quite a up-and-coming team for a while. Triple H actually commented about the Street Profits, said that they had the fan support, but they just weren't quite putting it together in the ring. And now they are putting it together in the ring, and that's why they've pulled the trigger on them, and that's why they've got the titles. So, yeah, I'd be surprised if they were unhappy. It's a standard colour. It's a coincidence. Days do the Muscle Man dance. We did that. We've done the Muscle Man dance. I knew people was going to be asking for that on this stream. Days, who do you think will face Bray in his first match back? Well, it's a really good question. I would have Bray face literally anyone. I don't think it should matter who Bray faces. It's a little bit like Finn Balor, right? Finn Balor can fight anyone, but the Demon is saved for special occasions, and I think that's what they will do with Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, I think, will be in his Funhouse attire. I could see him wrestling in like a bit of a shirt and a jumper over the top, like maybe that red jumper. I feel like that will be what you're seeing now is his like new gimmick. It's what I think he will wrestle in, and I think his entrance music should be the Firefly Funhouse theme. I think it's just synonymous, you know, now. And I feel like they could do something with the Titantrons in regards to having like messages from Mercy or Rambling Rabbit or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot that's still to explore, but I don't think it should limit who Bray faces. Just like Finn Balor can face anyone, but the Demon is saved for special occasions, I think Bray should face anyone, but the Fiend is saved for special occasions. But first opponent, that's a good question. Who should be his first opponent? I would like it to be Randy Orton. I feel like there's a history there. And I think that if Bray was to return and get a big victory at a pay-per-view over Randy Orton, and then after the match, like, hug him, just like, I forgive you, it's all good, you know, everything's good, and like a little bit of an embrace, And that's it, and Bray walks away. I like that. I like the idea that of forgiveness. I like the idea that he'll beat people up. Like maybe he's got the hurt and heel, and when the bell rings, the hurt glove comes up, and there's the voice that he hears, which I believe is the Fiend. So he listens to that, and then bang is off, and the match is underway. But then afterwards, maybe listen to heel or something, and a bit of a hug and forgiveness and all of that. Because what I really like the idea of is that you could, at one time, have the lights go off at the end. So you could go over, give him a hug, I forgive you, lights go out, they come back on, and it's the Fiend that's in the ring. You're going to have to do a real quick change, but the Fiend is in the ring, and the Fiend just goes mental. And I like the idea that Bray Wyatt will hug and forgive, but the Fiend is just out to destroy. I just think that would be a really interesting... Do you know what I mean? I'm into it. Days, why wasn't Sammy on Raw last night? There's no real need to have Sammy on Raw because he won't be at Super Showdown. So apparently they've turned around and said they don't want Sami Zayn at Super Showdown because he is of Syrian heritage. So Saudi Arabia and Syria have got a bit of a history, I believe. I don't know a great deal about it. I'm not going to pretend like I know a great deal about it. But the rumours are that Saudi Arabia have said they don't want Sami Zayn. So that's why you haven't seen him. And he won't be going. And apparently Kevin Owens won't be going either. So that's why I'm not sure you'll see Kevin Owens tonight. I don't think you'll see him because I don't think he's going. The other thing as well, and this is a big talking point, are they going to strip Seth Rollins of the title? There's a real big story that's starting to build momentum now, and that is that Seth doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. They've got a problem, though, because Seth is the champion, and the story is that Brock will cash in on Seth. So there's a lot of talk that the reason why Seth was beaten up so badly is because they're actually going to write him off. Like, they're going to say he's injured and he won't be able to go. I don't know what that means for the Universal Championship. I don't know if he's going to have to forfeit it. I don't know if we're going to get Brock versus Baron Corbin instead. I honestly don't know. I mean, Brock versus Baron Corbin, I would love to see. I think we all want to see Baron Corbin get absolutely smashed around. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. But, yeah, it's really interesting. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Do you think that we will see Seth at Super Showdown? Or was him getting loaded into that ambulance, him being written off the show? Days, did they ditch the electric chair? I don't know if it wasn't like just a one-off segment. I honestly don't know. WWE says he'll be on Smackdown tonight. Who will be on Smackdown tonight? Days, what do you think of Joshua activating his rematch clause? I wasn't surprised. I kind of knew that would happen. I'm surprised there hasn't been a rocking chair on the Funhouse yet. Yep, I can see why you'd be surprised at that. Winner of the Battle Royal should win the US title to make the match more interesting. I think that's a great shout, yes. Hi Days, are you going to watch the New Japan Best of the Super Juniors final tomorrow? I will... I might do. Yeah, I won't stream it, but yeah, I certainly might watch it. I'd forgotten it was on, actually, what with everything that's been going on. So, yeah, I appreciate the reminder. Days, the announce team said the electric chair was a new weekly segment. Oh, okay. Wow, clearly they didn't feel the need to do it this week. I mean, things change like the wind, don't they? So I wouldn't worry too much about it. It might come back next week. You might never see it again. But it could be that they're going to make out that it was cancelled after AEW got mentioned or something along those lines. I'm not sure. But I wouldn't worry about it. It did its job for me. Super Showdown is a good time for us in the UK, yes. Days, I think Vince was dressed like the devil because Vince put Bray in the mental hospital and won't let him out. So Bray pictures Vince as the devil. I like that. That's a good theory. I like that theory. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the video we did earlier, but if you watch the Firefly Funhouse episodes, okay, and as you're watching them, say to yourself, all of this is happening inside Bray Wyatt's head, okay? It's all inside his head. And the person that Bray Wyatt is talking to isn't you, it's Bray. Bray is talking to himself. And all of what you're seeing is happening inside his head, okay? So Bray Wyatt is talking to himself. He's not talking to you, right? So if you was to watch all the older episodes thinking of that, would any more clues appear? Would anything make a bit more sense now? Were there some lines that were said that when we were watching them at the time and we weren't thinking this way, would they make a bit more sense now? Is there anything that would jump out at us if we were to go back and do that? That's something that I'm really interested in doing. I haven't done it yet, but I would like to watch all of the Funhouse episodes now thinking, Bray's not talking to me, he's talking to himself, right? So what does that mean? Is there any clues there? Because that's what I think is going on. And I'd be interested to kind of explore that a little bit more. We actually found out where it was recorded as well. This is something that I tweeted out because the person that actually directs the Firefly Funhouse, he put a little post up on Twitter, and I retweeted it out. And it is recorded near New York, DEC. The George A. Romero filmmaking program. No idea. But that is where it was filmed, which is, I believe, just outside of New York. Yeah, like that's where all of these were filmed. Sadly, no clues in that, but it was kind of interesting to know where it was recorded. So I'm keeping an eye on any more developments along those lines. Which Uso has the cross tattoo? It is Jey Uso. So if you ever want to tell the difference between the Usos, look at their right arm, and the one, Jey Uso, has got a big cross here, and Jimmy Uso has just got all tribal tattoos down his arm. He doesn't have the cross. So if the cross is there, it's Jey Uso. If it's not, then it's Jimmy Uso. I mean, there should be a better way of telling them apart, really, like by just looking at them, but I can't do that. I'll quite happily admit I cannot look at the Usos and tell them apart. I have to look out for that tattoo. I would go Will Ospreay. I think Will Ospreay is a huge star for them. Seth Rollins will win at Super Showdown against Baron Corbin, but Brock Lesnar will cash in and win the Universal title. Days, can you please bring back the toy hunts on the channel? Yeah, I'd love to, but there's not been anything to toy hunt. It's a bit slow, in all honesty. There's not really much to go out and find. So I would love to do that. Days, who do you think will win between Will Ospreay? We've done that. What do you think of the new Basic 98? Elias looks incredible. Honestly, off the top of my head, I can't even remember them. Because we saw Basic 99. We haven't seen images of 99 yet, though. Let me go to Ringside and I'll have a look. Ringside Collectibles. Yeah, I remember these. Elias looks good, yep. I like Ultimate Warrior. I think Ruby Riott looks very detailed. Let me find a good picture so that I can show you. Is that a good picture? That's probably a good picture. There we go. That's Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott, basic 98. And I think for a basic, I think it's very impressive. So I think that looks very good. The Elias that was just mentioned. Let me find a good picture. There we go. That's the Elias. Which again, I think looks quite good. I think his body looks a little bit too muscular. I don't remember him being that toned. I know he is. I know he does have a muscular body, but that just seems very toned. Like, that seems like bodybuilder kind of definition. So I'm not sure if the body's quite right on that. Tony Nese. I love the Warrior. I think the Warrior in this series looks awesome. There's the Warrior. I think that Warrior looks absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Look at that. That looks absolutely awesome. Warrior. Really good. Finn Balor. All in white. Let me find another good picture. Again, good. I think, I mean, these, I'm sure are using TrueFX technology, and I really feel like that TrueFX technology has just taken Mattel to a different level. Like, they really are now just so good. So good. The figures are getting better and better. They've really jumped forward over, like, the past 12 months. So, yeah, big fan. What do you think they're going to do for Basic Series 100? We already know there's a video on the channel. If you Google Wrestling Days Basic 100 on YouTube, then you can actually see the figures and the packaging for 100. Wrestling Days Basic 100. There it is. Hey guys! Problem is I can't show you the thumbnail really. Can I? Not really. There it is anyway at the top. I don't know if you can see that big 100. WWE Basic Series 100 revealed 2 months ago that was. And yeah, we've got that video on the channel now. So to check it out. Days WWE is predictable because when someone says, I think you're counting is a little missed, or there's 3 of us want to use, surprise, it comes a 6-man tag. Yes, true. Kofi and Xavier will face, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn tonight. What? That's really weird. That's really weird. Because neither of them are going to Super Showdown. No idea. Don't know why that match is happening. I'm very surprised at that. Do you think Ronda Rousey will come back to WWE? Yes. Seeing the pop-up entrances on Ringside Collectibles today? No, I have seen them before today. Have Ringside put a little review up for them now or something? They look awesome. And they're quite cheap as well. I think they're about $20. But they were shown... God, where were they shown? They were shown a while ago. Might have been like WrestleMania weekend or Toy Fair at the start of the year. Something like that. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Pop-up entrances. There they are. They look great. They really do look great. So these are the new Raw and SmackDown pop-up entrances. Which, as I said, are about $20. You can also buy the crowd. You can buy that crowd, that little crowd thing. So, yeah, some really fun stuff on the way. I would like to see Xavier versus Dolph instead. Hello, Jack. Wish I could go to SmackDown Days. I'm cashing in my title rematch. We don't have title rematches. Days, will Goldberg win at Super Showdown? I don't know. I feel that he could. I just feel like he's in better shape than the Undertaker right now. And if I was to bet, I would probably bet on Goldberg. But honestly, who knows? It's quite an interesting match actually because it's a tough one to call. Days we should make SmackDown for the women's superstars and Raw for the men. I don't know. I do like it mixed. I like variety. Might just get a bit boring if you're just watching women's matches all the time. Equally boring if you're just watching men's matches all the time. So I do kind of like the fact that it's mixed. I definitely miss the women on the Saudi Arabia shows. I'm a big fan of women's wrestling. Like, some of my favourite wrestlers are like Asuka. I used to love, as we've said, Bull Nakano, Alundra Blaze, Wendy Richter, Manami Toyota, Aja Kong, who I freaked out over at Double or Nothing. So some of my absolute favourite all-time wrestlers are women. But I think I'd like variety. I think what I would do is I would put... I think there's more... Let's be honest. There's more men wrestlers than there are female wrestlers. So I would put men on both shows. I would put the women onto Raw, tag teams onto SmackDown, and I would have one women's champion, one SmackDown, one women's champion, one tag team champion, one world champion, and then your two mid-card titles. And even then, I might take that down to one mid-card title. I feel like there's too many belts, in all honesty. Kofi will win at Super Showdown. Corey is on both shows. He can still do them. It's never a Raw thing. Brock Lesnar will be a double champion on Friday. Could be. Let the 24/7 title switch hands on every show. Days, how essential is a new debut John Cena attire, especially because they make a million John Cenas? I wouldn't say essential at all. I don't think I can't think of any John Cenas that are essential. I can't think of any John Cenas I feel like I desperately need. I feel like they've made all the John Cenas. They're making even a new one where he's got this kind of hair, like his WrestleMania kind of time just gone. Yeah, I don't feel like we need any more. Big Dog, don't think Vince lets WCW guy Goldberg beat WWE Undertaker in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I'm not sure it really... I don't think it matters anymore. I'm not sure it matters. Although I thought that when it was Sting versus Triple H, but I really enjoyed watching the... I can't remember what program it was on. Now, I'm trying to remember because I want, if you want to watch it, then obviously I want to tell you where I saw it, but I can't remember where I saw it. It was something to do with Triple H, and it was to do with his match against Sting, and it was really interesting because we found out that he was meant to have the match against The Rock the year after, and that's why Sting lost. He lost so that Triple H could build heat and build up for that match the next year. But that match never happened in the end. Rock couldn't get his schedule to work out, so it all fell apart. So, I mean, you might remember at that same WrestleMania, him and Rock had that moment in the ring where you had Ronda and you had Steph. This was all WrestleMania 31. Well, at WrestleMania 32, it was meant to be Triple H against The Rock. And that's why Sting lost. So yeah, just some really interesting bits that I found out. Do you think they will make a Firefly Funhouse? And do you think they'll make a basic or elite? I think they will make a epic moments. I would say I am 99.9% sure. Obviously, until I see it, I can't be 100% sure. But I am 99.9% sure that they will make a Firefly Funhouse epic moment set. And the reason I say that is because you can have the box as the background, you can have the Bray Wyatt figure, you can have the puppets that have all featured all the little puppet things, and then you'd be able to recreate the Firefly Funhouse. I think there's enough interest in it. I think it's been running for quite a few weeks now. It always takes them a year to like make these things, design these things. Well, we're up to episode 7 of the Firefly Funhouse, so if Mattel jumped on this like week 2 or something, they could be 5 weeks already into getting this like designed and everything. So I feel that we're definitely going to get something. Definitely. This is too big. Heck, I mean, when was the last time you can remember a superstar getting this kind of build? It's massive. It's absolutely massive. Shout out to National Wrestling. Shout out to Dead Assassin Boxer. Do you think there will be a Rollins WrestleMania 35 attire? What would it be? Elite or basic? Trying to think, what did he wear? I can't remember it being that impressive. I don't think it was that impressive, so I'm going to say, like, although saying that, the thing with Seth is his figures always sell, so it'd probably be an elite. Seth Rollins' figures always do well, so where they can get a new elite out, they will always try and get a new elite out, so I don't remember being particularly impressed with his ring attire. I'll say it will be an elite, though. Hello, Irvin Diaz. Huskus the pig boy is my spirit animal. Shout out to Declan. Wheel of Fun, we'll do that in about 5-10 minutes. Nassim says burn it down. He wore black and gold. We've had that before. Days, will Goldberg and Undertaker have a rivalry? I wouldn't think so. Ukiko. Ukiko. Is that how you pronounce it? Ukiko. Ukiko. I hope that's how you say it, because that really helps, dude. Shout out to Ukiko. They should make WWE blind boxes in Mercy the Buzzard boxes. Days, what if Bray has been taken to a hospital and that's why he sees Vince as the devil? Yeah, we had someone mention that earlier. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Who are the Raw Tag Team Champions? Hawkins and Ryder. Hello, Jamie McKay. Hope you are well. Days, why does WWE treat R-Truth like a joke? I think it's because he's very good at the comedy stuff. He's very comfortable at doing it. I don't think he's seen as someone that is going to really be, carrying the company forward. I don't think they've got any desire to have him win like a big title or anything like that. So I feel like this kind of fits him. I think he can have fun with it. I think he brings value to the brand. I think he's just having a good time. And he's always been good at those kind of comedy bits. But yeah, I think it's just what fits him, what suits him at the moment. Hello, GTG Gaming. Days, I will make a full version of the Firefly Funhouse theme. Do you think Matt Riddle and Johnny Gargano will be called up? Don't think so. When do they next call people up? Is it around SummerSlam? Honestly, I can't remember. I don't think the Raw and SmackDown after SummerSlam is ever that special. So I'm not sure when they might call someone up. They tend to do it during the Superstar Shake-Up, and that wasn't that long ago. So I don't see it happening anytime soon. Days, you should try and do a pick fed. I'm going to get a commemorative belt. What should I get? Whichever one you like the look of, dude. Bray for the 50th entry in the Rumble. He would be lost on the Saudi crowd. I don't think they would really know or be excited about seeing Bray, to be honest. So I think that would be a bit of a waste. Do you think DIY will make a great main roster tag team? Depends how they're booked. I think they could be a great main roster tag team, but tag team wrestling just hasn't been a focus for a long time. Do you think Carmela will turn heel? I am waiting for her to turn on R-Truth. I'm waiting for her to take that title off him. But she hasn't done it yet, so I don't know. I feel like it will happen, I just don't know when. Where is Chad Gable? That's a good question. Where is Chad Gable? Hello, Mark William. Hope you are well. Why would you waste a Bray Wyatt in-ring re-debut on clueless Saudis? Jamie, hello. Why do WWE have no faith in Shinsuke? That's a great question. Why do WWE have no faith in Shinsuke? I think it's because whenever they've actually given him the opportunity, it's always fallen short. Like, he had a WrestleMania match against AJ Styles and a bit of a feud, and I think we got to be honest that it wasn't great. Like, I remember AJ's feud with Samoa Joe and the Oh Wendy and all of that. I remember that a lot more than I do his feud against Shinsuke. Then he had a bit of a championship run with the United States title and really did nothing with it. We had a bit of a feud between him and Rusev, which didn't lead anywhere. They then tried him as a tag team, but it wasn't gelling. I think the sad truth is, I think they have tried a couple of things with Shinsuke Nakamura, and it hasn't worked, when in actual fact, all you need to do is just let Shinsuke go out there and do his thing. Like, stop putting all these gimmicks onto him. Just let him go out there and, do his thing, beat people up, pick up a few wins, get a bit of momentum. That's something that he struggled with, and that's keeping up his momentum. Very hard to do when you're in a feud with the champion and you're going to be losing matches. AJ obviously came through that feud as the winner. So kind of hard to keep momentum going if you're losing matches. Something that Kevin Owens has struggled with as well. Kevin Owens, one of the best heels in all of wrestling. Like, a real gem. WWE have got a real talent, knows how to talk, can put on great matches. Look at the matches he was having with, like, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor. He can have great matches. But he is also someone that really struggles with keeping up that momentum. And that's why I think it's all right if we have a little bit less wrestling on Raw, because a lot of the wrestling matches you see are just filler. They're just there to fill time, kill time, and I feel like we can get better than that. We should have better than that. Days, what do you feel about Luke Harper not being used? I feel sorry for Luke Harper. I think what's really interesting, there's been a few messages sent to Bray Wyatt on Twitter saying, can you please use Luke Harper in the Funhouse somehow? And Bray Wyatt has actually responded by saying, I'm working on it. So clearly there's still a great relationship between Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt. I think Bray would definitely want to still help Luke Harper out. I don't think Luke Harper is doing anything at the moment. Maybe there's plans for Luke Harper to already be involved with the Funhouse. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why we're not seeing him, because there's already a plan in place, and that plan is he will be involved in the Firefly Funhouse somehow. But it's interesting. I feel sorry for him at the moment until we find out exactly what's going on. But I'm going to stay optimistic that there's some kind of plan in place. Clearly they had a plan with Rowan. He's now a tag champ with Daniel Bryan. I just hope there is something for Luke Harper as well, because he deserves it. Such a great talent. Do you think Rob Van Dam will ever return? It's hard to say, isn't it? He's doing good work over in Impact at the moment, so I feel like that's a good fit for him. And honestly, I don't think he would ever return full-time anyway. I don't think WWE really need him. They might bring him in for a nice little moment. Or, like maybe use him in a battle royal, a little surprise entry or something like that. But I don't think they'd use him beyond that. What do you think of Sasha Banks' situation? I'm amazed that it's still going on. I'm amazed that we've not had a bit more clarity as to where we're heading. The last I heard was that she'd had a meeting with Vince. It had gone well, and she's going to be returning this summer. So don't know when that is, but apparently she's going to be coming back this summer. So watch this space. I think if she could, she would leave. I think she would definitely want to get out of her contract. In fact, wouldn't surprise me if she spoke to Vince and said, I want out of my contract, and he said no. He doesn't have to let her out of her contract. She's under contract. She needs to see that contract through, and then potentially go to AEW and explore other avenues, because I think what can't be denied is that she's clearly not happy. She's clearly not happy. Whether she was throwing tantrums or not is largely irrelevant. I think she's not happy. I think she would want to leave. I just don't think she will leave. I don't think she can leave. So I think we'll see her in the summer. Right, we've got 10 minutes to go. Also, we're 10 subs away from getting to 700. Nice round number. 139,700. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. It would be cool if we could get to 700. We're 10 away with 10 minutes to go till we get to Smackdown Live. But first of all, we're going to do the Wheel of Fun. So, of course, it's not set up yet. It never is, because I am a sham. I am a disgrace. I am one of the worst YouTubers on the platform. So, give me a moment to get it set up, and then we will do the wheel. As we said, we are less than 10 minutes away. And I wouldn't expect to see Goldberg early. I think they're going to make us wait. Potentially, we'll wait till the end of the show. I honestly don't know when we'll see him, but it probably will be towards the end. Certainly if The Undertaker's going to make a cheeky appearance as well. I'd love to know what The Undertaker really thinks of Goldberg. Like, does he respect him? Has he not got any time for him? What's their relationship like? That'd be really interesting to know. I'd like to know his relationship with a lot of wrestlers, actually. Kind of see how he feels about different people. I'm not sure if we'll ever get those kinds of answers. Wonder how he feels about Vince. I'd love to know that as well. Right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Da-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Let's bring it up. Boo. Oh, hello. Where is it? Where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? Days, you are far from the worst. Oh, I thought you was agreeing with me then. How do you watch SmackDown? I watch it on Sky Sports. Where's the wheel? Where is the wheel? Look, this isn't me. I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. The wheel should be there. Okay, let's see if I can bring it. Let's go into it and reset. Here we go. Come on. I reset you. Yeah! Yes, 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 yes. There it is. There she is. It might be a she. It could be a he. Who knows? Right, spin the wheel. Doesn't click anymore. Oh, championship! Championship. So it can only land on championship once per stream. Championship will now come off the wheel. And that means that next time it will be giveaway, slam attack, or the dreaded forfeit. But it is championship this time, so that means someone is going to have an opportunity to win both of the titles. Both of the titles. Brian Schaffer is going to defend his championships, and he will defend them against the 20th person that gives me the word iconic. I'm looking for the word iconic. Iconic. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the money. Here come the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Right. VAR is being a nightmare. I'm waiting to count them up, and it is taking ages. At the moment, I'm only at where everyone is saying it's rigged. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Eyes on the prize. 20th person. So, 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let me double check. Well done, the Animal Cyborg. Well done to the Animal Cyborg. So we're going to get that up now. That cheeky little poll goes up now. This is winner takes all. Winner takes all. So current champion Brian Schaffer will take on the Animal Cyborg. Animal Cyborg. There we go. Right, that will go up for 15 mins. Bang. There we go. So that poll is up there. If you want to vote, go over to @WrestlingDays on Twitter. Make your voices heard. Right, so we are 4 minutes away. 4 minutes away. And we've spoken about Seth Rollins' injury. Oh man, there's so much we haven't spoken about. We've mentioned that we are live streaming Super Showdown. I think that's very important because it's a weird day and people might not know. It's on Friday evening here in the UK. So we will be live streaming that. So we've mentioned that. Undertaker tonight, we've mentioned that. Charlotte versus Lacey yesterday was getting a lot of heat online. People weren't happy with the match. Didn't seem to enjoy it at all. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. I'm just saying I thought it was a good match. I enjoyed it. I was watching it. I was enjoying it. I saw some stuff that you don't normally see. But people seem to think that the reason that we saw stuff we don't normally see is because it might have been botched. Like where they cross-body each other. People saying that might have been a botched spot. And there was a few moments, I got to admit, that when I saw clips online, I was like, yeah, I can see why people didn't like it. It does look a little clunky. But I think that's why I liked it. I think wrestling matches now are so choreographed and polished and slick. And do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm going to do this, you do that. Da, 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 da. This felt like a real fight. This felt like the timing was slightly off and, you know, some of the shots looked a little bit stiff and I enjoyed it. It felt a little fresh, a little different. So I got to admit, I was disappointed to go onto Twitter and see people laying into it. But look, if people didn't enjoy it, people didn't enjoy it. But I definitely did, and I would like to see more of that. It felt like a slightly different style of wrestling, not as polished. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so tired. I am so tired of someone going to the outside and then camera goes in and you see like Seth. And he's looking at the ropes, and you can hear what he's saying. Right, okay, suicide dive, and then gets suicide dive. It's like, I want something raw that you know what I mean, that looks like a fight. A bit like what we got with Brock and Seth, like that. Them chair shots were brutal, man. Those chair shots were brutal. So yeah, I really enjoyed that beatdown that Seth received at the hands of Brock. I just wish, like, Brock had cashed in and didn't say, I'll do it on Friday. Because that doesn't make any sense. You've got a beaten up champion, a beaten up Seth Rollins. Why does he want to now wait till Friday? I didn't think that made much sense. We've spoken about Charlotte versus Lacey. The other thing as well, did you see on YouTube that the arm wrestling that got like millions of views, that clip? Again, people like different things. So I think it was the most watched segment was Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, arm wrestling. It's good. Seth Rollins confirmed that he will fight Boring Corbin at Super Showdown. Has he said that since he went to hospital? Because the rumours were that he might be getting written off, and that's how they were going to write him off. Whoa, look at this, the countdown clock. We've got a party. Yes. And that's because it is time to go over to Smackdown Live. Okay, let's go over. Don't know what is going to start the show. I feel like it's probably going to be Roman Reigns or something like that. We'll probably get the exact same opening as we did on Raw. Roman comes out, then we see Shane, then we see Drew. Dun 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 bump. The final Smackdown Live before Super Showdown. So Goldberg is on the show for the first time. Shane McMahon is determined to call out Roman Reigns tonight. Why? I'm not feeling this Roman Shane feud. Okay, New Day. Yeah. Kofi and Xavier. Start the show. Are we ever going to have a match open SmackDown again? It's a good question. Are we ever going to have a match open any wrestling show ever again? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Right, let's see what they've got to say. I'm guessing this is going to lead towards that tag match. So Kofi says that he's learnt life is crazy over the past 3 months. Too many promos start the show. He said he thought he'd seen it all. He thought he'd done it all. Where's Biggie as well? And what's up with the turnbuckle? Can you see the turnbuckles behind Kofi? The middle one looks a bit different, slanted. Don't know why. Perhaps that's got something to do with the matches that were the dark matches or something. Perhaps someone ripped one off. I don't know. How long until the first match? Take your bets now. I say at least 25 minutes. These promos are what I hate about WWE, because so far we've heard nothing new. He's just talking about New Day, he's talking about friendship, he's talking about winning the title. I mean, the crowd are into it. The crowd have started a "you deserve it" chant, but... Days, Big Show is going to turn face for the millionth time. Big E's still injured. Yeah, but he came back, didn't he? Do you remember? He came back and then was beaten up backstage. So I thought he was still going to be around. I mean, like, Alexa Bliss has been injured. But she's still around. Like, why is Big E not in the ring? He doesn't have to wrestle. This is a little video of Kofi in Ghana, I'm guessing. The reception he got was insane. I've seen some clips of this on social media. Yeah, look at that, man. Look at the reaction. Look at the... It's great. It's really great. It was like a one-off thing for Big E. Days, this time the Saudi crowd will be better because in the previous shows the front seats were given to the VIPs. This time all the tickets are up. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, I remember they all looked bored, didn't they? Do you remember them all sat around ringside in those comfy chairs, like they were getting up, checking their phones and everything? They all look really bored. Definitely hurt it. You can see how much that meant to Kofi. He says he went back after 26 years. He's getting upset here, man. Kofi's getting upset. What does Ghana have to do with opening of Smackdown? I think they're just trying to show, like, the worldwide appeal. I think they're trying to show, like, how impactful WWE is to America, UK, Canada, Mexico, Ghana. I think they're also trying to get across, like, Kofi's a good guy. He's a man of the people. Here we go. Dolph coming out, interrupting this feel-good moment. Is Dolph supposed to be on Raw? That was a good point. That was like a Raw graphic, wasn't it, then? Dolph's name just came up in red and white. The question is, how long until Goldberg comes out? Dude, you're going to be waiting a while. I don't think they're bringing Goldberg out until the end of this show. I'm going to go on record as saying that I'm not into Dolph Ziggler. I used to be a big Dolph Ziggler fan, but it's just not there anymore. I don't feel that connection anymore. Although we've got a little video package here, which might change my thoughts. Are they using the WWE Championship like they used to use the World Heavyweight Championship? The World Heavyweight Championship, you know, you had people like Jack Swagger, you had like Alberto Del Rio, I think Del Rio held both. But I seem to recall like you had a few, I wouldn't say top talent holding that World Heavyweight Championship. It kind of feels like now we've got the WWE Championship, Kofi, now you got Dolph. I could see Cesaro going for it soon. I wonder if they're building Cesaro up to have a shot at the title. Kind of feels like that unappreciated, you know, kind of talent and now getting an opportunity. World Heavyweight Championship. I think Christian held the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's have a look. Who held the that title? Del Rio, Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, Big Show, Mark Henry held the World Heavyweight Championship. Christian, a couple of times for Christian actually. Dolph Ziggler held that World Heavyweight Championship. Jack Swagger, Jeff Hardy a couple of times. The Great Khali. So this is what I'm saying, that old World Heavyweight Championship, I wonder if they're kind of using the WWE title for that. And the Universal is Brock, Seth, AJ, Roman. Well done, Animal Cyborg. Right, we're looking at more footage now. God, this is flat. Days the Wyatt Gym shirts are up for sale. Yes, I saw that, dude. Very cool. They don't seem to know what to do with Cesaro since Sheamus was taken off. They've put him in great matches. So, well done, the Animal Cyborg. So, Kofi's saying it could have been you, but you walked away. God, this is dull. This has been awful. I agree. It just feels boring. I'm just bored. So Kofi's saying, look, I'm champion because I didn't walk away. You walked away. You're a quitter. Blah, blah, blah. And we get a Kofi chant. There's a guy in the front row wearing a referee shirt. Wouldn't that, oh my God, wouldn't that be brilliant if someone comes down, pins R-Truth, and they turn to the guy in the front row and they're like, count it! Count it! He's right on the corner. You can see it as you look towards the ring. It's just a fan in a ref shirt. But that would be amazing if they'd planted him there. And someone pinned R-Truth. It's boring because they hire boring people with zero charisma. Dolph was a last-minute replacement for Kevin Owens, so that's why it didn't have a great build-up. Well, I would still hope for better than this. Dolph says, Friday it will be me. Kevin Owens' music hits. So Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens are going to be facing Kofi and Xavier. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hey, look, a match. Gotta love how Ziggler randomly decides to come back and gets a shot at the title. I do agree with that. It is very bizarre. Smackdown is trending. What are people saying? Because there was... I mean, I will admit that the Garner stuff was nice. So, is it trending for that reason? Because I honestly am at a loss otherwise. Let's have a look and see. Smackdown Live. Let's do hashtag. Let's see why it's trending. So, what are people saying? Hashtag Smackdown Live. Or SD Live. No. Couple of good promos in between a lot of video packages. Dolph is so damn good. Where the hell is Big E? The people writing this are idiots. That was a lot of video packages. 15-minute promos to start the show. Ziggler is showing you why people call him underrated. I like the fact that it wasn't the big dog. People are into this feud, actually. I've got to give credit where it's due. People seem to be quite happy with it. Don't like it at all. It's not to my liking. But there seems to be people that are enjoying it, so fair play. SmackDown is better than Raw. Trending because it's so bad. Man, I remember when Raw and SmackDown were so good, you can't move your eyes from the TV. Now you just want anything to like. Thank you very much, Jordan Rodriguez. Hello, Stop HXN. The fact Fox hasn't reconsidered their deal with WWE is surprising. Well, I think there's a lot of meetings going on behind the scenes, and I don't think that deal is going to be rethought or reconsidered or anything like that. But I do think that when it moves, I think you're going to see changes. I don't actually think they're bringing in any changes yet. I think they're still doing what they've always done. But I think they're working with Fox. And when it moves to Fox, that's when you're going to see SmackDown change. So I suppose at the moment, Fox are all right because they're aware that changes are on the way. And I would fully expect them to be kind of working with WWE in regards to what those changes should be as well. I think Fox have probably got quite a big say in the product as well. So I should imagine everything's all right at the moment. They need to hit the ground running though. They're going to need good ratings straight from the get-go. They should something over EC3 by giving him the Intercontinental title, the WWE Championship, EC3 belts. EC3 belts. I like that. EC3 belts. Where is Goldberg? He won't be on till later, dude. They're going to make you wait. The Rock versus Velveteen Dream. That'd actually be a good gimmick, so you know that WWE would never do it. Right, I'm going to put up our first poll. I'm going to get it nice and done early. I'm actually going to do something a little bit different because we've had a fair few people asking for title opportunities, which I never entertained, but I am today. Winner takes all. So we are going to have Animal Cyborg. This is your only defense for the rest of the night, dude. So don't think I'm picking on you. You managed to get that title because of the wheel, but you do have to defend it. So you're going to take on Jeff Hardy, the gamer. You're going to take on Ryan Perry. And you're also going to take on Monica _ Gacha _ Gaming YT. There we go. I am not going to be doing it this way again. But I'm going to do it this time for something a little bit different. So, Animal Cyborg versus Jeff Hardy the Gamer versus Ryan Perry versus Monica Gacha Gaming YT. That poll is going up now for our live stream championship. And if you are just joining us, we've got Kofi firing shots on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens kicking out, stomping away. Kevin Owens shouting out. Kevin Owens going back over to Kofi. I hate these nothing matches. This match means nothing. There's no reason for this match. It doesn't matter who wins this match. It's got nothing to do with the tag division. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn aren't even part of the tag division. You've got actual tag teams that can't get onto this show. Yet instead we've got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a tag team match. Drop kick in the corner. Hey Days, do you think Goldberg will get more time for his promo than The Undertaker because The Undertaker got 2 minutes? Well, I'd like to think so. Right, all 4 people on the outside. And I've got a feeling we're probably going to go to a commercial break soon. Big slap from Xavier Woods. Hurls Sami Zayn back into the ring. Xavier trying to go back in, but Kevin Owens holding the leg. Kick to the face of Xavier. Sami tags in Kevin Owens. Kevin hurling Xavier Woods into the barricade. Is that going to be the commercial break? No? Wow, I thought that was going to be the commercial break. Oof. When is the Wheel of Fun? It'll be in about 20 minutes, dude. Kevin Owens staring at Xavier. Elbow to the midsection by Xavier, throwing in a few forearms. Now, I can see this match going for another 5-10 minutes or so. WWE should have John Cena versus The Rock one last time. John Cena won't go. They could do that match maybe at SummerSlam or something like that, but Cena doesn't want anything to do with those Saudi Arabia shows. I think he got a little bit of grief, for going the first time. Ad break. Yes, it is an ad break. We are at another commercial break. Really slow start to the show. And what's disappointing is we're almost a quarter of the way through. When is your next stream? It will be this Friday, my friend. We will be live streaming during Super Showdown. Obviously going to be a big, big show. Looking forward to it. C Wrestling says you should do a Wheel of Fun countdown clock. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. They start out with a boring promo and then follow it with a bad match. No wonder no one wants to watch this. Yeah, it's not a bad match. It's just the same match. I feel like I watch the same match all the time. I'd never see anything really that different. It's just the same. It's just the same match. I'm just watching the same match. I feel like I'm stuck in limbo. I feel like I'm Bray Wyatt. I'm in limbo just watching the same match. It's just different people are having it. It's a WWE match, isn't it? It's a WWE Raw or Smackdown match. That's it. Great Bray video review today. Thank you very much, Victory Jones. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really had a look into what people were saying, some of the theories that are out there, some of the things that we'd been talking about on the streams anyway. So yeah, I thought there was some good stuff in it. I can't wait for it to all get revealed and to find out what it's all about, see if we were right. But that's certainly where my head's at. Days, were you a Benoit fan? It's a good question. To be honest, not massively. I never watched wrestling as much during the early 2000s. Like, I would watch the pay-per-view shows, but I didn't have access to Sky, so I wasn't watching Raw and SmackDown. I was watching just whatever I could, really, like clips and things. But yeah, I wasn't watching Raw and SmackDown every single week in the early 2000s. And so, I mean, I saw a lot of Benoit, of course, certainly on the pay-per-view shows. I thought he was a great talent, but was he someone that I'm kind of crazy about? No, I never had that connection with Benoit. A lot of people did. A lot of people absolutely love him. I mean, maybe not so much anymore because of what happened, but still, I never felt that connection. WWE are just worried about people who may be drinking their cokes and missing it, so they have to replay every match in case weirdos who drink coke and miss wrestling events. I've got a feeling that you're basing that on an actual incident that actually happened. I'm not sure. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but for those of you that didn't know or didn't watch that stream, I did actually go to Smackdown when it was in the UK a couple of weeks ago. And I went to the bar and I bought a Coke. And I was just sitting, drinking my Coke, going on Twitter, doing normal stuff, social media stuff. And then I noticed that there was no one around. And I was like, man, it is quiet. Where's everyone? Like, has the show begun? Have I missed the start of the show? And when I got in there, Charlotte Flair just came out. So I was like, okay, cool. This must be the start. So I was quite happy watching Charlotte Flair. And then it became apparent that wasn't the start of the show. And it turns out I missed the first 45 minutes. So, because I was drinking a Coke. Coke, if you are watching this, if you want to sponsor the channel, or even just send me a free can, that would be lovely. I'm a big fan of your vanilla and Coke variety. You can keep the full fat stuff, do you know what I mean? Watching the old figure here. Kofi just hit Trouble in Paradise and got the 1, 2, 3. Praise the Lord. The WWE champion has won this match. He's got through this match. He was in such danger in this match. Unthinkable things would have happened if he had have lost this match. So thankfully he didn't. He won this match. He dug deep. He got that victory. And now we can all sleep safe and sound. Dolph Ziggler just comes out and lays out Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. The crowd boo. There's booing from the crowd. They did not like what they just saw. They do not appreciate Dolph Ziggler. Go away. Go away. Shameless Coke plug. I don't touch Diet Coke. I do not touch Diet Coke. I am not some weirdo. Right, there we go. Well done, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods. That is half an hour of my life I will never get back. Goldberg is on TV tonight. We're also going to get an interview with Lars Sullivan. Big Lars Sullivan. Shane McMahon is determined to call out Roman Reigns tonight. Okay, are we going backstage? Okay, we've got Shane backstage. Can you see WWE bringing Conor McGregor when they move to Fox, or too much controversy? Maybe. I feel like they could work something out for a one-off appearance. Not that he would have a match, but I think they could somehow get him onto the show. It'd be easy money for him. Easy money for Conor. Okay, so Shane is talking backstage. I probably should change this, even though, it's a bit dull. I'm really down on the show, aren't I? Normally, I'm quite up for it. I'm quite positive. Do you know what I mean? I like to think that I'm here to enjoy the shows and enjoy wrestling. I'm quite down on this one because so far I've just really not enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the opening promo. I didn't enjoy that last match. Now we've got Alexa Bliss, so she's going to do an interview with Bayley. So we've got Moment of Bliss. This might be all right. Moment of Bliss with Bayley. And Alexa is in her wrestling attire by the looks of it. So, tag match coming up. Bayley and Alexa against Iconics or something like that. I think so. Smackdown is better than Raw. Not so far, in my opinion. Both about the same. I haven't seen anything on Smackdown that I would say made it better than Raw so far. Becky 2 belts is never a part-timer. What? The exact same stuff always happens on Raw and Smackdown. Beatdowns, pointless matches, backstage interviews. Shout out to Brody Kasparovich. Days I will be attending Super Showdown. Oh, dude, have a great time, honestly. How cool is that we know someone that's going to be at that show? That is really cool. That is really cool. Have a fantastic time. Bayley and Alexa versus Iconics. I've got that feeling as well. Again, a nothing pointless match that doesn't need to happen. I would much rather see Bayley versus Dana Brooke non-title match, and Bayley saying, "Let's see where you are. I remember you down in NXT. Let me give you this opportunity. We're not going to put the title on the line, because I've got some big matches coming up, but I want to see where you are with your progression, your development. Let's see if you've improved." And then let them have a match, and let's see. I think there's a reason for that match. I think it'd be a perfectly fine SmackDown match or Raw match or whatever. I'd be totally fine with that. I would much rather see that than a pointless tag match. Hey, Chris Rogers, hope you're well. Ember Moon is on the moon. AEW is the A show. NXT is the B show. No way, Jose. I'm not buying that. I'll listen to people that say that AEW and NXT are neck and neck, but there's no way after watching TakeOver you can call NXT a B show. They might have legit just put on the best match of the year. Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano might just be the best match of the year. In fact, I think Dave Meltzer will give us his ratings tomorrow. And that's always an interesting read. Their last match was 6 stars. So, let's see. Why can't Alexa interview Lars and let Bayley fight? Why does there have to be more time for more interviews? That's a really good point. That's Nails and NY. That is a really good point. Hope you are well, my friend, as well. Hello. Right, we are going back. We was just, it was a little cheeky ad break there. Just having a little moment. It's always nice to have the occasional ad break. So, okay. Alexa in her wrestling attire. About to do an interview. Does no one backstage think, hang on, it's a bit weird, isn't it, sending her out in a wrestling attire? Do you think people will tweak that there might be a match about to happen? Also, have you seen her mug? Has got her very own logo on it now. The Alexa Bliss Coffee Company logo. Bayley on her way out. I don't know the relationship between Bayley and Alexa, because I know Alexa has got a really bad relationship with Sasha Banks. And obviously Bayley and Sasha are like really good friends. So I don't know the relationship with between Alexa and Bayley. But it might be a little bit rocky. Bayley's hit. Bayley's not in wrestling attire, so I don't think Bayley will be competing. coffee is like a big part of her gimmick now. What's the point in this? What's this whole coffee thing about? They're both just sitting there. Alexa Bliss says she just wants to wait for her coffee.
Are you serious? Wow, rude much? No, you're right. It's just my show. You're just the guest and I'm the host. But no, it's fine. We'll start on your timing. Let's start when it all began at Money in the Bank, shall we?
Wow.
Actually, I'd argue that it started just a little bit before. No, I'm not trying to argue. I'm just saying that, let's be real. You had a good night.
I don't know where this is leading. Alexa certainly coming across as a bit of a heel, which is a surprise because yesterday I thought she came across like a face. To be honest, champions shouldn't wrestle every week, Troy. They should be pay-per-view exclusive and only do promos at the stars to shine. Yeah, if I could highlight that message from C Wrestling, I absolutely would. I could not agree with that more. I really do agree with that. I think it's fine for champions to wrestle once in a blue moon, because then I think you get matches you wouldn't see at pay-per-view, like Bret Hart versus 1-2-3 Kid, which is, iconic! So I think there's an argument for those kinds of matches. But I agree. I'm quite happy to not watch Bayley compete. Keep her special for the pay-per-views. Bayley says she's looking towards the future. Alexa cutting off Bayley so that she can get her coffee. Oh, I don't think... Was there anything in that cup?
Are you kidding me? Is that really the kind of champion you want to be?
I want to know if there was anything in the cup. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, here comes... I'm trying to look at the floor. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at the floor. Oh, there was. I can confirm there was coffee in the cup.
You guys want to talk about former Smackdown Women's Champion? You want to talk about Miss Money in the Bank, baby? Well, you can't have that conversation.
Carmela's out here now. Carmela's in wrestling attire. Alexa Bliss is in wrestling attire.
Anyone has to go at that title next. It should be a Smackdown superstar. You feel me? No, I get what you're saying. But what I'm hearing is that you're trying to challenge me. If that's the case.
Ooh, is it Charlotte coming out? Charlotte on her way out. Be careful of the coffee, Charlotte. You've got a lovely robe. You don't want to get coffee on that. You do not want... you know what? Look at that robe. She has got some of the best robes in wrestling history. She does... When she comes out, she feels like a big deal. You have to give Charlotte that, don't you? So Charlotte says she's spoken to Shane. Are we going to get a triple threat?
Bailey, isn't this exciting? And that match will be tonight. It will be
Carmela versus Alexa versus Charlotte Flair. Triple threat. Charlotte will win. Well, that segment was weird, wasn't it? I don't get all this coffee stuff. The wildcard rule is making sure we only see the same 12 people. Too bad for the 86 other rest. That's a really good point. If not the WWE, these girls. On days, did you have too much caffeine? Did I have too much caffeine? I'm just waiting for something to happen so that I can talk about it. That's all I'm waiting for. Charlotte inserted into a match for the 3,456th time. All blonde. Good point. Good point, Cassidy Love. They are all blonde. Right. Thank God. We've got R-Truth here. He might bring a bit of humour. R-Truth saying you've got a huge opportunity tonight. R-Truth's all over all shows, isn't he, at the moment? Okay, so, okay, what is going on? R-Truth talking to Shane on Carmela's phone. Who will win, Goldberg or Undertaker? If I have to pick one, I'll go Goldberg.
Okay, will you appreciate how sorry I am that I interrupted Shane McMahon's appreciation night? You agree? Okay. The rules are the blame?
I don't know what...
Standard rules? When do I have a match? Right now?
So R-Truth has got a match.
Okay, who's my opponent? No! Yeah, my opponent's on the way to the ring.
Okay, so R-Truth has got a 24/7 match. How can you have a 24/7 match when it's defended 24/7? Elias. Okay, so we're getting Elias. Oh my God, what am I watching? What am I watching? So we're getting Elias versus R-Truth in a match for a title that you can defend and win at any point in 24 hours anyway. Who comes up with this? Who comes up with this? Who? Do you know what we should do? You know that title that can be defended at any point? Yeah. We should put that guy in a match. Why? So he can defend the title. But he can defend it anyway? I know. What? What are you on about? That is just madness. That is like next level Inception madness. Oh, I can't even cope. One day someone will take that belt and make it serious. I don't see that day coming anytime soon. Days, here's one. WWE needs to stop having these 6. Yeah, I agree. These. Do you know what? I'm straight up honest with you lot. Yeah, straight up honest. I like to give it you 100. This is hard work. This is hard work. I am really struggling with this show. I can't find anything to talk about of interest. There's nothing subliminal going on. I can't even go, oh, look at this, or wouldn't that be fun, or maybe they should do this. It's a really weird show. It's a go-home show. It's a go-home show that seems to be void of creative. I don't know why, but I am especially not enjoying this show. I watch a lot of wrestling. I've sat through a lot of bad Raws, but for some reason, this one is bugging me, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but there hasn't been a single thing on this show I could say I've enjoyed so far. There is not one thing I would rewind, and we are 50 minutes into the show, and there's nothing. Isn't that bad? I feel like that's bad. If you can watch a program for 50 minutes and not have one thing that you would want to see again, or you enjoyed, or it surprised you, or I just don't know. Too many tag matches? Yeah. R-Truth is WWE's equivalent of Joey Ryan and the DDT Heavy Metal Weight Championship. Nothing to talk about but Bray. We'll do the wheel at the next ad break. We'll do it at the next ad break, because I think we're towards the end of this ad break. I know, Sean, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. I honestly want to sit. I think what hurts is I actually want to sit here and be positive. I love WWE. I've always loved WWE. I will continue watching them, continue supporting them. But if I honestly can't find anything, I can't. I have to be honest. Right. We've got a lumberjack match. Now, I do like what Drake Maverick has been doing online. Like, he's been very vocal about trying to find R-Truth and win that championship. So, okay, so no other superstar can pin R-Truth during the match, but the second this match is over, is Jack Gallagher out there? Jack Gallagher is standing at ringside. Jack Gallagher is on Smackdown. I'm guessing they just got everyone out there that they could, even the 205 Live guys. EC3 is out there. Drake Maverick, No Way Jose. Where is Aleister Black? He's still waiting for someone to call him out. Aleister Black has decided he's just going to wait backstage until someone calls him out. That's his new gimmick. This scary guy that used to rise up from the... Oh, Elias wins? Okay, so Elias is now the 24/7 champion. And now everyone's getting into the ring. They're unloading on Elias. Is Elias going to be able to get away? He does get away. Elias has rolled out of the ring. And he is slowly crawling away. He's crawled into R-Truth. Under the ring. Are we going to have a pin under the ring? That'd be awesome. We did? R-Truth just won the title back under the ring. That's the best thing I've seen so far. R-Truth loses the title, wins it back underneath the ring. 4-time champion R-Truth. Four-time champion. Under the ring. Yeah, it was a cool little moment. I will give him that. So there we go. That's one thing that I borderline enjoyed. I like R-Truth as champion. I like the fact he found a way to win it back. So there we go. $100 Goldberg says rest in peace tonight. Okay, right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Wheel of Fun. Spin the wheel. Here we go. Oh, Super Showdown is at, I think, 7. Oh, I meant to take championship off. Okay, well, it didn't affect anything. It's landed on Slam Attack. So it's landed on Slam Attack. That means we are going to give away 3 packs of Slam Attacks. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. And I'll throw in a cheeky Wrestling Days autograph. So you will get a cheeky Wrestling Days autograph. So they will go to the 29th person. Whoa! 29th person that gives me the word. Dead man. Dead man. 29th person that gives me the word dead man. In the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. I should have that as my ringtone, shouldn't I? Have it as my ringtone. Right, we are at commercial break, by the way. When we come back from this commercial break, we will have Shane McMahon making his way down to the ring. And he is determined to call out the big dog. So, there's that. Right, here they come. I said the 29th, so let's get counting. Who is going to win? Who will be a winner? Right, my friends, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ow! Jumped, didn't it? Jumped. Well done. Anna Dawes. It's Anna Dawes. Anna Dawes. Well done, my friend. Anna Dawes. Smackdown Live. 3 packs of Slam Attacks. Anna Dawes. Well done, Anna. Oh, there's Aleister Black. We've got Aleister Black on screen right now. So he says no one's knocked at his door. He says his track record speaks for itself. It isn't your daddy's WWE. Why is he waiting for someone to knock on his door? I gotta say, these promos are better than the Shakespeare stuff we were hearing from him a few weeks ago. Not a disaster. I've definitely seen worse. But I don't understand why you're sitting waiting. No one's coming. People have got their own lives to live. Stop waiting for people. Tall Paul 2000's gaming channel says WWE holding back Alistair for Bray Wyatt, maybe. Don't know. I feel like that would be a... I don't know. I feel like Alistair's a real big talent. And the Bray character is huge as well. That could be a lot of fun though, couldn't it? Could you imagine if he keeps doing these promos saying he's waiting for someone to knock at the door? Finally someone does. And we turn around, the door opens and it's Bray. Are you going to let me in? Oh! That would be epic, man. That would be epic. If that is what they're building towards, Tall Paul, honestly, I'm here for it. I'm here for that. Yes. That really works as well. Let me in. Okay, so Shane and the Revival are in the ring. In the world. Notice how is it to pin someone when how hard is it to pin someone in a ring? That's true. Shannon Pickett says I haven't seen worse. CM Punk chants. Pull up your pants. Do the Muscle Man dance. So Shane saying to the Revival he had a great time yesterday, beating up Roman. Shane saying he enjoyed the match as well, giving a lot of credit to the Revival. Great, we're going to see a recap of Roman getting beaten up by Shane. I tell you what would be interesting, actually, not only to watch the replay, but also if we got a bit of commentary. Like, it'd be really cool now if Shane was saying, like, what he was thinking about. Why did he go for the spear? Like, why did he go for the spear and not a Superman punch? Like, if... At least then you can show a replay, but you're actually adding to it. So if you did see that footage, you're at least getting something extra, rather than us just watching a replay. I think there'd be a better way of presenting replays, personally. Isn't Shane getting too much push? Shouldn't it be a wrestler getting this push? That's a good point. I think they're really trying for Vince Stone Cold for this generation, but they're hoping that it's going to be Shane and Roman. Shane should have someone carrying his trophy. That would be fun. That would be fun. My brother made sure I did not watch Smackdown. Dude, you've missed nothing. It's been a rubbish show. First hour and 5 minutes have been pretty awful. The best in the world. Here comes Roman. Well done to the Animal Cyborg as well for retaining. Well done, dude. Here comes Roman Reigns. Revival are going down and out after Roman. Roman Superman punch to Dawson. Dash unloading. Reverse Dash. Wow. Dash going into that staging. Superman punch to Dash. Dash is down. Dawson's down. Shane's in the ring on his own. I don't like seeing the Revival get jobbed out like that. I feel like that's one of the best tag teams they've got. And Roman Reigns has just single-handedly Superman punched them both down and out. Drew McIntyre out of nowhere. Claymore kick. Drew McIntyre, Claymore. This is the exact same thing that happened last night. Yeah. They're going to show you the replay from Raw, and then they're going to do a reenactment as well. So now we get the reenactment. Shane's like, this is going to be awesome. Literally only Shane is enjoying this. Spear from Shane. He is pumped up, Shane McMahon. He is having the time of his life. Greatest match of 2016 was Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Roman eats another spear, same as Raw. He is down and out on SmackDown. Surely that means he wins at Super Showdown. Terrible Raw. And SmackDown is TVs. What's TVs? Don't mind heel Shane. There's Tyson Fury versus Wilder 2. Is that happening? The rumours are that it's been signed, but there's not been an official announcement yet. So we will find out this Friday. So Goldberg, they're still saying later tonight. He'll be the last thing, won't he? He'll be the last thing. Triple Threat is next. Winner faces Bayley at Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds. So, Carmela. Oh, wow. Hello, Wheel. There's the Wheel at hiding. Carmela versus Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss. Dun dun dun. Yeah, this show's been pretty trash. There's really not much I can say. I would love to give you some insight or point out some things you might have missed or kind of really dissect why they're going down that path, what the future might hold. There's just none of it. It's just all void of creativity. I think Aleister Black's one of the most interesting things, and I would love for that to be Bray. I think that would be awesome. That like challenges him first. I don't know who else would make a good opponent. Maybe Ricochet, like just to show that they definitely are separate now. So maybe Ricochet could call him out, but I don't know. I feel like they've got high hopes for Ricochet. I feel like they've got high hopes for Aleister Black. And they've certainly got high hopes for Bray. So it's hard to know where it leaves them all. Right, we've got to do one more poll, and this is for the tag titles. Metro Man has been asking all stream. So Metro Man, I will put you in. If you want to tell me the name of your team, find some partners. Becky Two Belts is in because they're the champions. And the next two entries. So next up, the next person that will go into the poll will be the 12th person that gives me the word pig. 12th person that gives me the word pig. I was just thinking about Huskus the pig boy. That's where it came from, if anyone was wondering. Because we still haven't seen the Funhouse episode yet. There's Aleister Black versus Demon King versus Bray Wyatt. That would be cool. I don't know who would win that. Right, here they come. Here come all the pigs. Here come all the pigs! One, two, three. Why is it? I just start counting, then it moves. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well done, Big Dog. Big Dog. I'm really pleased for Big Dog. Big supporter of the channel. And Big Dog, you get to be in the tag poll. So let me know the name of your team. And we need one more person in the poll. And I'm looking. Workhorses. I'm looking for the 22nd person to give me the word coffee. 22nd person that gives me the word coffee. 22nd person that gives me the word coffee. Alexa gets thrown to the outside. We are underway in this match. Charlotte kick in the midsection. Here come the coffees. Mark and Joe. That's a NXT UK joke. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, God! I got to 11 and it jumped. Unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, well done, Christian McQueen. Christian McQueen. Let me know the name of your team, Christian McQueen, and I will get that set up. Kick to the midsection by Carmela. Team name, The Friends. Thank you, dude. Oh, hello, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville on their way down. They're just watching at ringside. Into the barricade goes Carmela. Alexa Bliss with a big smile on her face. I've not seen Alexa do a great deal. I think they're kind of slowly bringing her back into the fold. The Fiends. Got you. Boom. Thank you, big dog. Alexa getting caught by Charlotte. Big slap. Alexa versus Charlotte. Is that a match we've seen? They must have had a match. They must have, but I'm struggling to recall it. I think it's a match I want to see, actually. To be a big celebrity. Yeah, Christian McQueen, what is the name of your team? Christian McQueen. We're at an ad break again. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to win this match? Who will face Bayley at Stomping Grounds? Will it be Carmela, Charlotte, or Alexa Bliss? Carmela, Charlotte, or Alexa Bliss? The Hounds of Justice. Hounds of Justice. Right. Let me check that into a poll. Again, don't forget, let us know in the comments, who do you think is going to emerge victorious in this match? I'm going to say Alexa Bliss. I think Alexa Bliss has been away for a while. I think she's slowly coming back. And I think they could put her in a little match against Bayley. They've kind of planted a few little seeds during the Moment of Bliss segment. So, yeah, I think that might make the most sense. So, I'm going to say Alexa. But maybe you think otherwise. Hounds of Justice. Okay. This is going up and it is set for 15 minutes. Winner takes all. So we're going back to the action. We've got Alexa down in one corner. We've got Charlotte on top of the ropes in the other corner. Carmela is being picked up. Nice move by Carmela there. Head scissor takedown. Kick out by Charlotte. So we've still got Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville watching on. I don't know why. Are they going to cost Carmela? Alexa Bliss is still down in the other corner, getting stomped on by Carmela, who moonwalks away. Bronco Buster. Alexa Bliss goes down and out the ring. Clothesline by Charlotte. Charlotte looking for figure eight. She gets the figure four on. Why is the figure four not good enough to put people away anymore? Why does she have to go into the figure eight? The figure four is a devastating move. Alexa Bliss up top. Twisted Bliss. 1, 2. Carmela makes the save. All three women are down at the moment. Charlotte down. Carmela getting up to her feet. I think Charlotte rolls out the ring. So we've got, miss kick. Takedown by Alexa. Double knees. Looking for standing moonsault. She doesn't get it. Natural selection by Charlotte. 1, 2. Carmela makes the save. Big boot. Carmela goes down. Alexa Bliss hurling Charlotte into the corner. Little roll up. She's grabbing hold of the tights. She only gets a 2. Ooh. She seemed to really catch her then. Middle of the ring. Super kick. Charlotte goes down. This is quite fast-paced. And now Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville dragging Carmela out the ring, getting involved on the outside. Alexa, DDT. 1, 2, 3. Alexa wins. Alexa wins. Dave, stop saying Alexa's name, please. Oh, what? Because of Amazon. Well done, Alexa. Good match. Yeah, I thought it's that's something I would watch again. Rachel saying yes. Alexa. I love the thought that there's people with Amazon Echoes that are now going crazy. Alexa, play YMCA. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, put yourself off the ground. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. We got everything to enjoy. Sometimes you just have to make your own fun up, don't you? C Wrestling says, yes, you've turned my lights off and now the music started playing. Ah, brilliant. Don't worry, young man. I've been watching wrestling since WCW, so the 98, so in 98, and I'm 28. Very cool, dude. They're just showing a replay of Brock beating up Seth Rollins. How long have we got? We've got 35 minutes. I mean, what have we still got to come? I can't remember. Lars Sullivan interview. Goldberg as well. Is there a match? I feel like there should be a match. Is there a match? I don't know what else has been advertised. I can't remember. Please be something good. Oh, Funhouse. Still got that. Young Scent. Shout out to you. They're just talking about Super Showdown at the moment. Okay. Up next, the Lars Sullivan interview. So, Lars, why did you post all them things on Twitter? Are you super sorry? Right, Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan interview. Like, what are we going to learn really from this interview? I can already answer nothing. Nothing. Wasn't last week the first ever Lars Sullivan interview? I can't even remember that interview. They've made a bit of a big deal of this. This has been like, this isn't just a last minute thing. They've been hyping this for like 24, 48 hours. So I hope something happens. I doubt it will. At WrestleMania, we will get Lars Sullivan squash 3 enhancement talent. 56 wrestlers haven't wrestled on TV in 2 weeks. No way. Raw's tag champs haven't done anything in 5 weeks. Yeah, that is bad, isn't it? But at least they've still got the belts. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not getting used, but they're still champions. So all this time, they're clocking up like how long they've held the titles for. So if I was them, I'd just stay quiet. You're basically being paid to not wrestle, but be a champion. You're basically Brock Lesnar. So I wouldn't be complaining too much if I was them. Iconics haven't defended yet. Bet they lose. I love the Iconics. Iconic. Lars didn't say anything last week either. Shout out to Monica. Shout out, Monica. Where is the demon? We will see the demon on Friday. In fact, that's a good point. There's been no build for that Andrade Finn Balor match, so maybe we'll get something on SmackDown for that. I don't think we'll see the demon. Who are the SmackDown Tag Champs? Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Days. I miss Peter the Cringe Bear. He is chilling outside somewhere. I did see him out there, actually, the other day. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're into the final half an hour. We know we've got the Lars Sullivan interview coming up. Lars is the love child to Snitsky and Heidenreich. Finn has only had a clip last week saying he was injured. Where is Nakamura? Do you know what? That's a good question. I don't know. Right, come on. Please be good. Please be good. Kayla Braxton in the ring. Lars Sullivan making his way out. Here he is. He looks like a wrestler, doesn't he? He reminds me a little bit of like Zangief out of Street Fighter. He's got that kind of build. It's just all muscle. He's just like, he's a wrestler. He's an actual old school big wrestler. Okay, let's see how good this interview is. I think, is there a boring chant? Lars, looking around. Is he going to say anything? Has he forgotten his lines? Would you ever ask a nightingale why they would sing their sweet song? What? Is Vince McMahon writing this? Oh, what is going on? What is going on? This is... Okay, come on. Okay. Freak. What's the one word that he has been described by? Freak. Say it, Kayla. Call him a freak. Say the word. Say it, Kayla. Oh, is she going to say the wrong word? Beat her up! Go on, Lars! He looks very upset at being called a freak. When a lion performs its primary function, they're encouraging people to call him a freak.
My primary function is to hurt, maim, dissect, vivisect, and dehumanize people.
Oh.
Is to show all of you that the world isn't full of rainbows and sunshine. It's full of pain, agony, and the real life truth of nature.
Honestly want to change the channel. What chance? This is dull. There's nothing revealing here. Do you like nursery rhymes? And Kayla's nodding. I do. I'm a big fan. What is going on? Do you like nursery rhymes? Well, I'm gonna sing you one. Twinkle, twinkle, little... Kayla, listen to me! Little star, how... Kayla! What is going on? Ah. Do you like that, Kayla? Just horrible. That was it. That was it. 5 minutes I will never get back. That's a big risk asking the crowd to say the word. They could have said anything. First time ever. Goldberg. We're just looking at his locker room door. Where's Lars? Lars is having to leave through the crowd. They've gone straight to the next match and Lars has had to go through the crowd. Did you notice that? Andrade is in action next. Well, look, at least we're going to get a good match. Wow, this has been a hard SmackDown to watch. I don't even know who he's facing. Who's he facing? Andrade versus... I don't know. We need Vince Puppet to save the show. Andrade, can we apply for a job at Creative? I did see that vacancy was doing the rounds, but you've got to have like 5 years of TV writing experience and all of this kind of stuff. I feel like they're hiring the wrong people. Why don't they hire, like, wrestling fans? That would be better. People that love the product, that people that know what's been before, know wrestling, know what we haven't seen, know what wrestling fans want. Why don't they hire, like, some really passionate wrestling fans? Instead of getting someone that's worked on Jeopardy. Days, do you miss it when the brand split actually meant something? I miss when WWE actually meant something. Look, I'm down on this show. I am down on this show. Normally I like to be positive, but I'm just really struggling with this. I thought the triple threat was good. That's it. That is it. Maybe R-Truth winning the title back under the ring. Days, if AEW had a show on Monday and Tuesday, what would you watch? Honestly, right now, AEW. Just because it's a new product and I'd want to see what they were doing. I don't know after a couple of weeks once I know what their product's like and once I know what the WWE product's like, it's impossible to know what I would watch long term. But I would definitely give AEW a chance, like I think most wrestling fans would. And like I think they will. I think AEW is going to get a good audience. Maybe for a wrestling show, hire people who watch wrestling to be writers. I could not agree more. They need to get Jim Cornette back. Jim Cornette likes his version of wrestling and just will not tolerate any other version of wrestling. I think Jim Cornette is quite narrow-minded. I think he is incredibly knowledgeable. And I do like to listen for his opinions. I actually listened to his thoughts on AEW, and I thought a lot of what he said made sense, actually. He wasn't hating on it, but he wasn't crazy about it. So I think, maybe there'd be value in bringing him back. I think he would certainly make it feel legit. He likes wrestling to feel real and to feel, like an actual encounter. But he wouldn't have any time for any kind of comedy stuff. Like, he would hate the 24/7 championship, for example. And I think there's a bit of fun there. He would hate the Firefly Funhouse as well. There's your white. I collect figures. Very cool, dude. Right, come on. Who is Andrade facing? Do you think ECW could compete with AEW if it returned? No. Apollo Crews? Wow, guess who's going to win this match? Is it going to be the man you never see, ever? Or is it going to be the man that's got a match on Friday? Vince will likely bring XFL players into WWE eventually. That's his favourite type of superstar, those with a football background. Apollo Crews is actually getting some TV time. He just got beaten up. Right, well, no, he's not really getting TV time. He got jumped, and now Finn Balor's come running down. Double stomp by Balor. Balor all in blue. It's Finn Bluer. Finn Bluer. Sling blade on Andrade. It's Lena Vega grabbing the leg of Finn Bluer. It's all Andrade right now. Hammerlock DDT. Boom. Boom. Well, there we go. This is your build for the Super Showdown match. Do you know what? It'd be really good, actually, if Andrade got the win over the Demon. He won't. I think the Demon's winning, but it would be good for Andrade. Andrade. This PG world that we live in. You're going down. Well, there we go. That was a thing that happened, and now it's not happening. So, that was Andrade's match against Apollo Crews. One of the shortest matches in SmackDown history, I'd imagine. A little recap of what the dead man said. Late to the show, unfortunately. Hello, days and everyone watching. Big thank you to the shout out to my 9-year-old son in Florida. No worries. You're next. Rest in peace. Goldberg next. Pull up your pants and do the muscle man dance. So we've got all the security outside Goldberg's door. Right, let's do the final Wheel of Fun because we are going to Oldberg after this. Oldberg. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Hello, Insane Craze. Hope you are well. I agree, SmackDown has been poop, but we've got high hopes for Super Showdown this Friday. So if you're around, make sure you join us. We're going to have mad bants. We're going to have figure giveaways. It's going to be, do you know what I mean? Full on Saudi loveliness, if that's a thing. Right, let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Oh. People want forfeit. It is coming round. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Alf Garnet. Right. We've still got the jelly beans. These are flavored jelly beans. It's a Double Dares game. So these are the flavors. Watermelon or snot. Caramel or farts. Rotten milk or tutti frutti. Blueberry or toothpaste. That one up there is strawberry or blood. That is cola or cat food. They've actually got ones that taste like cat food. We've said it before. You might have seen other YouTubers will spin this round. Oh, what's it going to land on? Oh, I'm a little bit worried. It's landed on, watermelon or snot. Let's try one. Oh, it was watermelon. No, we don't do that, yeah? We are going to just put all of them into my mouth. So, no messing around, no spinning of that. It is literally a case. Now, the last time I did this, I was chewing it all for ages. So, I'm going to just put a couple of each in. So, this means we've got farts, rotten milk, blueberry, toothpaste, blood, cat food, watermelon, cola, all mixed together. If you've never done it, then I urge you don't do it because it's awful. But here they all are. There is 2 of each one. Right, here we go. The worst bit is when you first literally just bit into a cat food one. Oh, it's moody. The worst bit, I can actually talk because I've not filled my mouth this time. But when you're chomping on them, it's when you first swallow. Oh! Oh! That is moody, man. Oh. This is worse? Why is it worse? I think I've just picked all bad flavours. Oh. Every time I swallow, it's moody. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh, I hate this raw bit. There we go. I haven't got any water or anything to take that taste out of my mouth. I haven't got anything. I swear that was worse. I think it was worse because normally if you fill your mouth with them, I think you're guaranteed to get some good flavours in there as well. So occasionally at least you get like the odd little bit of good flavour in there. I swear I've just found all of the bad flavours in that. I've literally just filled my hand with bad flavours. Horrible. Oh God, so moody. Right. I wish I had some water somewhere and I don't. Okay, just in time for Goldberg. Goldberg. Here he is. He looks jacked, man. Goldberg looks huge. He looks in good shape. New shirt as well, says legendary Goldberg, everyone is next. Making his way up into Gorilla. Everyone on their feet in the arena. He still hasn't come through yet. Here he is. Goldberg making his way. No pyro? First time ever Goldberg Undertaker this Friday. Super Showdown. Still got horrible... I can't even begin to tell you the horrible tastes in my mouth. Right, well, look, I mean, look, they've given Goldberg 8 minutes to talk. What's he going to do with 8 minutes? And they're saying it'll be a clash of the ages. Big Goldberg chants from the crowd. Crowd certainly happy to see Goldberg. He says, "Don't do this to me again." He seems really excited to be in there. Shout out to the crowd. Time to get down to business. It's business time. He says he's waited 20 years for this match. A match he's always wanted. Yeah. Are you going to bring that guy? Tell you what, he's a good promo, isn't he? Goldberg says he left his ass at home. The family man Goldberg is not here tonight. First of all, what a great promo. There we go. He says, you're going to get the Goldberg. How will you stack up against this? Oh, yes. Really good promo. I'm really into this. Friday night. You'll all find out who the better man is. I think Goldberg might edge it. There we go. Undertaker, you're next to rest in peace. As the lights go out! Wow, where did the cameraman go? All of a sudden, camera... I don't know if the Undertaker's pulled the cameraman down or something. He's in the ring! He's behind Goldberg! Goldberg looking at the entrance stage! But the Phenom is behind! Big smile on the face of Goldberg, laughing his head off. Now he goes serious. We're face to face. Goldberg, The Undertaker, the dream match. Oh. It's that, like a purple light, a blue light, Undertaker. No expression, just staring him down. Actually, they step closer as the lights go off again. And I think Undertaker has just scrambled out of the ring. I'm sure you could see the silhouette of Undertaker scuttling away then. I'm not sure that quite worked as well as they planned. Goldberg says it's going to be a ride, and it certainly will. He's only under the ring, Goldberg. I'm sure if you want to have a chat with him. Did the job, though. Did the job. I'm excited for this match. Undertaker versus Goldberg for the first time. Who will win? Goldberg, it's 4 minutes to go. Goldberg is what you want. That is what you're going to get. We've got 3 minutes. Go to the commentators. Go to the commentators. Talk about Super Showdown or something. We've got time to fill. That's the main event. Totally worth watching until the end. Goldberg wins in a 6-minute match. It is kind of, I don't know why, I've never seen that before, but when it goes dark, you can clearly see the Undertaker running away in the dark to the edge of the ring to get out of the ring. I don't, like, all the times they've done that, I can't recall actually seeing the silhouette of someone moving away. But that time I did. They're just running down the card now. Roman Reigns against Shane McMahon. Again, we are live streaming Super Showdown. We will be here whenever the kickoff show starts. I don't even know if there is a kickoff show. If there isn't, we will start an hour before. So whatever happens, we will be here. We will be live for Super Showdown. It has got me wondering if there's a kickoff show, so I'm just going to go onto the network and have a look. Let's have a look and see. June the 7th, that will be Thursday. June the 8th, here we go. Here we go. Super Showdown. Okay, so Super Showdown starts 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock here in the UK. 2 p.m. Is that right? Is that right? No. 1 a.m. Super Showdown. No, 7. There is a kickoff show. I was looking at the wrong day. So, Super Showdown starts 6 p.m. here in the UK. So that'll be 1 p.m. Eastern. And there is a kickoff show. So we will start our stream when the kickoff show begins. 1 Eastern, 6 UK time this Friday. Boom. Here come the money. Here come the money. Money, money, money. R-Truth is getting pinned by The Undertaker under the ring for the 24/7 title. There we go. Well, and the show has finished, so they've definitely made sure that that they got all of that in. There was no cutting anyone off. I think that was a better way to do it. I think the show overall was pretty awful. I enjoyed the end. I thought there was a couple of matches that were fine. I've definitely seen worse. It is what it is. So, yeah. Get your scores in. I'm going to say that was a 5 out of 10. And I'm not even sure why I'm giving it a 5. I'll give it a point for Goldberg, a point for The Undertaker, a point for the women's triple threat match. I'll give it a point for R-Truth and the back and forth with all of that. And I'm really struggling to find a 5th point to give it 5. I'm struggling now. This is where I'm struggling. Maybe it was a 4. Maybe it was a 4. Anador says 5. Emsard says 10. It's 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching SmackDown so I don't have to. Dude, I am a sacrificial lamb. That's what I'm here for. I do the things you don't want to do. Like watch go-home shows, which are never the best. Go-home shows are never the best. Mr. Monkey says 2. 6 says ooh KO. I think it was. I might be wrong. Jackson Oak says 4. Shannon says 1. Metro Man says 7. That high guy 420 says 420. 4.20. Do you give that score to all of them, though? No Funhouse? Yeah, good point. No Funhouse? Ooh, no Funhouse? Interesting. Wonder why. Perhaps, like, they feel that the repeats just don't work. Is this kind of confirmation that Bray is going to be on Raw? Because if we're not getting the repeats on SmackDown, perhaps they've decided Bray... 3 out of 5. Okay. Right, we're done. I think that is everything. We will be here. We will do figure giveaways. It will be full on bants. And at least the end of that just saved it a little bit. So, not a complete disaster. And that is that. So, thanks a lot for watching. Really do appreciate the support. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.